What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday morning. It is, the 2nd of March, 2022. And today we're going to be talking about how to write discounts and specials and make a ton of money off it. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live or I upload a video, which I'm uploading like 3 a week right now. Plus I'm doing 3 or 4 lives. Still trying to get that Friday, Saturday thing figured out. So if you guys have some input onto what day you would rather see me do a live, if it's going to be Friday or if it's going to be Saturday, and if you want both, put both, but just stick that in the chat section, put it in the comment section. I'll come back and read those. We got a really cool session today because if you've built up any kind of list or you've got any kind of group of customers, or if you've got a website, maybe you've just got a website, you've got some visitors coming to it. These are some techniques that you can use to make a lot of money. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now, if you have any questions at all about starting, running, and growing online businesses, feel free to put it in that chat section. I love when you use that chat section over there. It really helps us all because that way I can answer questions for you, but it could be a question that somebody else is asking too. So if you're asking a question in that chat section, or if you're just putting input in there, it makes everybody better because we get that information. Plus we get to meet each other, right? That's what it's all about. This is a community. This whole channel is a community on how to make money online. So I want you to think about this first. Limited time offers put any marketing campaign really kind of on steroids. Okay, it really beefs it up. That way people go, oh my gosh, this is something special. For consumers, we're like ingrained in our current habits. Getting anyone to act is not easy. Okay, it's not easy. An offer with a ticking clock cuts right through that inertia. It forces us to act right now because we know it's going away. So it works. But you can't just promise a time constraining offer and leave it like that. You have to captivate your audience with your copy, and you got to convince them to say yes. Okay, so there's certain things that we're going to do, and I'm going to show them to you in this training today. And I'm also going to give you some examples of limited time offers that work pretty well. So you want to use these 5 writing clicks, I'm going to call them right now, to get your audience to act on these limited time offers. So what is a limited time offer? Let's talk about that real quick. A limited time offer is really any sort of a discount or deal or special pricing, gift, rewards, whatever, that your customer can get if they make a purchase during a certain time period. Okay, so that's it. That's the definition of it. People who sell online use limited time offers all the time to get people to buy their products. So I want to show you a few examples. I've got this one on my screen now, which is Carter's. Okay, and I just want you to see it. So let me share my screen here. Now, Carter's sells a lot of baby stuff. So let me show this to you on screen. Share screen, and I want to do entire screen. And let's see here, entire screen. There we go. And you guys should be able to see this in 1 second. Then we're going to talk about it a little bit. All right. So there is their ad right there. And we can look at this. I want you to kind of take it in. Then I'm going to go back on screen and we'll kind of talk about it and what they're doing here. This one obviously is a Black Friday one, which, Black Friday sales are huge. And that's something that really attracts people. We've really kind of gotten used to these Black Friday ads. So let me go over here and I'm going to unshare my screen real quick. And then I want to talk about that ad right there and exactly what they're doing. There's several things that are really happening on that ad. You've got the big one, okay, which is the big 50 to 60% off the entire site for Black Friday. But above that, you had free shipping on all orders, plus an extra 20% off your $40 purchase. So that's a pretty good deal if you use code RAPID. So they have a little code there. What else they got going on? Offers are limited, really, for a limited time only, are a great way to draw people in. They create a sense of urgency. Okay, they make people actually act now. And when you think about it, there's a dark side to it too, because, Carter's and a lot of these companies that use these all the time, if somebody were to come back after Black Friday, you would notice something different than their limited time offers for different discounts and different clothing. Basically, this website, we just looked at Carter's, they have these sales all the time. It is a truly limited offer. If there's going to be another one, is it truly limited? Well, probably not. And is throwing all of these deals on one very busy landing page a good idea? Won't buyers get confused? So let's think about this for a little bit. The advantages of special offers. First, let's talk about why you want to make these special offers available in the first place. Simply put, they're a great middle of the funnel tool for getting visitors to become buyers, okay? They may be in your funnel, they may not have bought yet. So let's say you're in the market for some new furniture. You Google what you're looking for and you find yourself at, Crate and Barrel. Okay, so I'm going to pull up an ad for Crate and Barrel and what their website looks like. Okay, and then I want you to look at it, and then we're going to talk about it a little bit and how you could incorporate some of this into your marketing strategies also. So let me get in here to share screen. I want to share entire screen, and there we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to see this ad here, the Crate and Barrel. You can see they got up to 40% off 700 furniture items on the left, and on the right, they got 20% off Black Friday event. Okay, so this one's very basic. There's not a lot going on here, okay? So let's talk about it for a second. I'm gonna pull that off the screen and get rid of that. Stop sharing, there we go. So let's think about this. They're offering 40% off furniture, plus they're having a Black Friday sale. Aren't you more likely to buy something now knowing that there is a sale that could be over soon? Of course, right? Offering the customer a reduction in price, free shipping, or some other deal makes them feel like they're getting the most value for their money. Creating a special event or like a sense of urgency, like Black Friday event, lets shoppers know they have to act fast or it's going to go away. Let me get a little sip here real quick. So think about these limited time offer examples. You can use different techniques to get people to convert on a limited time special offer. So the first one would be the hurry up limited offer. Okay, so hurry up one. Here's a great example I'm going to show you in just a second of a hurry up limited offer. It's known as a limited period offer, and it's from the clothing store Express, okay? Front and center on their site is a big red box, and I'm going to show it to you, and they offer 40% off everything. And then above it, it says last day, okay? So this is absolutely your last chance. So let me show you this one, okay? Real quick. Let me get it on the screen, and you can kind of see what Express is doing. And I want to give you these examples because it makes it so much easier for you to kind of comprehend this. If I just talk about it, you're like, well, I don't know, kind of makes sense. So here's the exact one right here. This is Express, and it says last day in stores and online. So in other words, everywhere. 40% off everything, okay? Exchanges apply. Excuse me, I can't read my own thing here. The screen's too small. Exclusions apply, and then they got men's or women's. So they really divide it down really nicely here. All right, let me take that off screen for just 1 second here, and then we could talk about it a little bit more. Okay, so what do we got going on here in this ad? This limited time supply offer is really a classic technique used a lot by marketers and makeup companies and fragrance companies, particularly around the holidays. There's a lot of makeup companies that do that. There's a few of these available. And then the next one I want to talk about also is the one-time offer. A one-time offer creates the biggest sense of FOMO. Do you know what FOMO is? Do you know what FOMO is? Type it in the chat box there. It is fear of missing out, okay? Fear of missing out is a great marketing tool. It's something where if you do a one-time offer, they know it's not coming back and they could miss out on it. So you could say 20% off one time only, and then they could get their discount and they would feel like buying. Now, I want to talk about the 5 ways to get your audience to act on limited time offers. There's certain, I guess, qualities all high converting limited time offers have. So I want to kind of walk you guys through them and look at some of the good and bad, limited time sale examples. So the first thing you want to do is you want to draw attention to new experiences. Now, people want to try new things. That's why the experience economy is booming. As a matter of fact, since 2014, personal spending on events and experiences grew 4 times faster than personal spending on goods, according to a McKinsey report. Consumers are shifting their expenditures from goods to experiences. You see that with a lot of young people now. They're like, I would rather travel. I got something on my screen. Sorry about that. I would rather travel around the world than work 80 hours a week and buy a bunch of junk and big houses and all that. So even if your brand falls into the goods category, you can still draw appeal by focusing on new experiences your product could provide to them. Think about it that way. So you ask yourself, what makes this deal different? What is it that's different about this deal? Is this the first time you've made this offer? Is it a once in a lifetime deal you're never going to do again? Does it come with an exclusive limited edition gift? If so, you got to highlight that. Those are some of the things you need to do. Deals like, maybe you give them a free calendar just before the holidays that make it, seasonally relevant. That would mean something to these people. I've got one here. Let's see. Walmart. I want to pull up one of Walmart's real quick, guys, and show that to you so you can kind of see what their ad looks like. Hang on one second. I got to make my screen a little bit bigger so you guys can see this. There, I think. There we go. Okay. So let me get this on the screen so you guys can check this out real quick. All right. And I'm going to share screen. And entire screen. There we go. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my screen, this Walmart ad right now. Let's look at this. Let's break this down a little bit. I think there's too much on here, but it does say, hurry, take advantage of our best offer ever. Save $35 when you open a Walmart credit card and spend $75 today. That's a pretty big discount. Okay, so I spend $75, but I get $35 off is what it looks like to me. So that's a pretty darn good deal. And of course, Walmart's very experienced in doing these things. Okay, they know what they've been doing. They've been doing it for years and years and years. But it's a good offer to look at, right? All right, so let's analyze this just a touch here. Let me get over here. If you noticed, Walmart really drew attention to the best offer ever in the ad, okay? Doesn't it make you want to learn more by clicking on the red call to action button? And you don't want to miss out on the chance to save an extra $35. So by defining what makes this offer different from others and what new experience customers will get from it, Walmart has created an enticing ad that really will get people to act very fast. Okay, so let's talk about number 3 here. And we want to define our offer dates. That's super important. When you have a limited time offer, you'll often see an act now, or while supplies last type thing. Unfortunately, these calls to action aren't strong as the alternative ones, okay? They're just not enough. Without a clear timeline, your audience may think or hope that your offer will still be there when they come back the next day, the next week, the next month. So there's no cutoff for them. They don't see an end to it. The problem is that the whole point of a limited time offer is to get people to act fast. And the only way you're going to do that is if you have a cutoff date or time. You don't want your audience abandoning your offer. Some won't even make it back to take advantage of it. Okay, they're just not coming back. Once they leave your page, they pretty much leave your page. Okay, so instead, what you want to do is draw their attention to the offer deadline with copy that's like, I don't know, ends Friday at midnight, or this is the last day, or today only. I mean, that is like immediate stuff. They got to do it right now. Okay, so if you put, ends Friday at midnight, and you're running the ad on a Sunday, yeah, that's not so good. But if it's on a Thursday and you say that, that's a pretty good situation, right? Because they're saying, oh my God, that's tomorrow. These types of phrases create a really high level of urgency to get your audience to actually purchase from you right now. So those are the things you want to use in there. How many times a year do you do limited time offers? Gosh. Let me put that up on the screen so everybody can see it there. Paul, my man Paul, he says, how many times a year do you do limited time offers? Man, Well, I do them on all the holidays generally. And they're primarily through my emails, but I do some on the site too. And then I do some special throughout the years. Gosh, I would say about 7 or 8 times at least a year, something like that, that I actually do those. Have you ever used a countdown clock on any offers? I've seen it used by a few marketers. I have, and it's on my Kartra pages. Where it's part of Kartra. You can actually use it in Kartra. And you can add it to any page. You can add a countdown timer and you can change it any way you want, days, weeks, whatever. You can actually tie the countdown timer in Kartra to when they come to the page. So let's say I send an email on Monday and I want it to be a 24-hour countdown timer. It will not start counting down until they reach that page with that IP address, if that makes sense to you. So if they click on Monday and I send that email out on Monday, it's going to start the countdown timer. And if they come back, it's going to remember who they are and it's going to start the countdown. If they get the email on Monday and they don't go to the page on Wednesday, it'll start the countdown timer on Wednesday. That's one way of doing it. You can also, you can also do it by date. You could do it by number of days. There's all kinds of ways you can do that. And that's built into Kartra. I am still up in the air if that works. Now, I will tell you this, if you have a countdown timer and it doesn't end at that period of time, in other words, it just goes away, which is a thing you can do in Kartra, it's not as believable if they come to your webpage and they see that that countdown timer was not real. Okay, so you got to kind of weigh that out. A disappearing countdown timer, when they get to the page, the offer's still there, but the timer is not there anymore. You can also do that in Kartra. There's a lot of stuff you can do in Kartra. So those are some of the ways, and like I said, I've had good and bad experiences on it. You really got to try it on your page and see what results you actually get. Let's see. I think I've got another. Well, that's a Black Friday one. I don't want to show you that one. We've already done a bunch of Black Friday ones. Let's talk about number 3. You can use a benefit-based call to action, or CTA. So it says something along the lines of call now, act fast, shop offers. These are all traditional calls to action. They work well, but what if I told you that you could create a more exciting and more enhanced call to action by using the benefits of your offer? So think about this. Ask yourself what your audience would get by acting on your offer, and then tell them what it is. Get 50% off now, okay? By calling now, by acting now, by shopping now. Claim your free handbag. Okay, so that's something you could do. Claim your free survival food, whatever it is. Save up sign up for savings. You could do that. So there's a lot of different things you could do that really enhance it and make it better. Number 4, you can keep your offer really simple and brief. Okay, your offer really should highlight the points that will get your audience to act, like the benefit and the deadline. Look, there's no need to get overly complicated in naming your offer or by trying to, shove every single deal onto the page, which I hate that. I hate when you do that. And I know I tried that in the beginning when I first got online in like 2009 and 10. I would put like 10 offers there. And my thinking was, well, if they don't like that one, maybe they'll like this one, or maybe they'll like this one. And it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They just get confused and they don't buy anything. So you want to keep your wording simple, and you want to keep your offer down to one thing. Victoria's Secrets does one, and they've got one that, matter of fact, let me put it up on the screen here so you guys can look at it. I pulled this from an ad. And let me share the screen with you guys. There we go. All right, let me allow that right there. Okay, that's not it, but this is, so they've got on here limited time, free $20 reward card with a $75 purchase, priced in USD, excludes clearance, and then they have the reward code right there, which is reward 20, and then you can get the details on it. This is really targeted, and this is a really good one, I think, because it doesn't matter what you buy. It's irrelevant. All they want you to do is spend $75. If you spend $75, they're going to give you $20. Now, keep in mind, this is a pretty cool one if you think about it, because when you spend $75, they give you $20, but you have to spend the $20 at their store. It's not like you get $20 off. It's a reward card. So that reward card has to be used at the store. So I think that's a pretty good offer right there. Let me get over here and unshare the screen. There we go. I think I've unshared now. I think I have. There we go. Yes. Okay. So if you notice, they had a link on there and it said details. So more people can learn about what they want to do. Victoria's Secrets doesn't try to cram all the details into their ad, which is smart. They have a details button there, which keeps the most important points up front without stressing out the buyers. Okay. Makes it a whole lot simpler. Now the big one is number 5. Wait a second, Paul's got another comment there. I'm going to put that up there so people can see it. All right, let's see. What does it say? It says, it would be interesting to see the split testing of limited time offers. The biggest one I see is the candle companies, and the one in particular, it's interesting that candle companies have targeted you, Paul. Are you buying candles? And the one in particular does a huge sale twice a year. They sell out in hours. What candle company is that, Paul? I don't know that one. And he's got another comment here. Let's see here. Disney does a lot of on creating limited offers and creating a sense of urgency, because when the offer is gone, it's gone. Yeah, and that's the thing I'm going to talk about in number 5 in just a second, which number 5 is a really big one. Number 5 is a really big one, okay? And what is number 5? Be honest in your advertising, okay? For people to take action, they have to trust your offer. For example, a limited time offer coupled with, limited inventory drives huge interest. But you've got to be honest about your offer and your supply. Now, our supply is always limited because we make all of our stuff fresh every 2 weeks. And actually, we've been making it weekly now. But you got to be honest about your supply. If visitors return a week later to find there's still only 5 in stock or 6 in stock, your business and your offer will lose credibility. Shoppers may wait even longer to act, suspecting that you will still have 6 left in stock in the next week, and then they probably won't come back and buy it all. This also denigrates the credibility of your future offers. The next time they see a limited stock offer from you, they may wait around knowing that it's unlikely that you'll run out because you never did, okay? So the same goes for your timing of the offer. If you say your offer ends at midnight, it should end at midnight. Otherwise, your audience won't act as quickly the next time because they will expect the offer to last longer. Now, why aren't people honest on this? And I'll tell you why they aren't honest, because they feel like, okay, I said it's going to end at midnight, but if I leave it open one more day, maybe I'll get some more sales. And maybe you will, but you lose credibility on all the people that go there and see that it didn't end. Okay, you got to be honest when you're differentiating your offer from previous ones. You also can't say this is the best offer ever if it's the same one that you just did. Okay, that's ridiculous. Quit doing that. If Walmart offered a $45 savings last year, and then this year they're offering a $35 savings and they're saying this is the best offer ever, people are going to go, well, no, it isn't. It's not as good as last year, okay? So if you say everything is on sale, then everything must be on sale. Don't exclude items, okay? I see that happening a lot in ads. If there are exclusions, customers will get frustrated quickly trying to figure out what they can get the sale on. And I've seen this a lot of times where stores will say, well, 40% off on everything except for these brands. And I think Bed Bath & Beyond is really bad about that one. They'll have a big sale, but then they exclude a bunch of brands at the bottom. And you're like, well, you said everything, so don't say that. Just list the items that are going to be on sale. American Eagle one time made a really bad mistake on a holiday season. They advertised everything on sale, but that doesn't include jeans, new arrivals, and Aerie merchandise, and a whole range of other items. Okay, so that's a messed up ad, and that really upset people. And then what happened is they advertised this on Facebook page with the description, and it says, all sale, everything 40% off in stores and online, and customers were not happy. As a matter of fact, I want to show you some comments of what people said about this, because let's see here. All right, this is what happened. Let me put this on the screen so you guys can see it. And these are the comments they ended up getting. Paul has another one here. Matt Basic is big on keeping the integrity of the offer. his customers learn that when his offer is gone, it's not coming back. Yeah, that's true with anybody who's really honest, and you can do a sale again. A sale could end and you could do that sale again. There's nothing wrong with that in particular. But keep it honest. Okay. I could run a sale from now until Friday, and then a month later run another sale from now until Friday. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, certainly. Let me share my screen one more time so I can show you some of these comments that they got from this bad ad that they did. Okay, well, there we go. So check this out. They told us, okay, Bob, mine is kind of covered up here. There we go. They told us that the jeans were on sale. We spent a very long time shopping and they rang up at full price. Very misleading. Horrible customer service, both in-store and online. Actually, online is the worst. Rude and not willing to correct an issue that was their fault. They've lost our business. They will respond here, apologize, and refer you to their corporate relations, whatever. Such a waste of time dealing with them as well. Somebody else says, misleading, jeans are not on sale, was just there. And this one says, no, with a lot of exclamation points. Everything is not 40% off. This is false advertising. Next person says, this is misleading. You say everything, but it's not on everything. So people actually really get upset by this, guys. You shouldn't do this. You should not do this, okay? Because you're going to upset a lot of people. It's just going to cost you business. It's not going to get you more business. Let me slide my screen down here a little bit. There we go. All right, so you don't want your ads to blow up like that one did, okay? That's not cool. And that's why honesty really is so crucial in running these ads. You shouldn't use false claims on limited time offers to create a sense of urgency for customers, okay? If it's not on everything, don't say everything, okay? So that's an overview of how you should do these discounts. And I think if you apply these, you're going to see some really good results. Keep up your integrity, keep up your honesty, keep up doing all those things that you should do. So bottom line, a limited time offer is a smart marketing thing. It really is. And people will jump on them like there's no tomorrow. I mean, they really will. But it's not the time constraint alone that entices the conversions and sales. Like I've said in this training, the way you write your ad will not just affect your success rate now, but also in the future. So don't do misleading stuff now and expect it to work later on, because you're going to shoot yourself in the foot. Use these tips that I've given you in this training today. Apply this to your training and you will get good results, but you do have to apply this stuff. What time are we at? I think we're almost at 30 minutes. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to put it in the chat box. This is my opportunity to remind you to what? Subscribe. Hit the subscribe button down there. Give me a thumbs up. It doesn't cost you a dime to give me a thumbs up, but it really does help the channel. Don't forget, ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live or I upload a video. And I'm still trying to decide Friday or Saturday of this week or both. Okay. And if you guys put that in the comments section, you put it in the chat section, let me know what you want. I will certainly do my best to make you guys happy. Okay. Friday or Saturday. I can't change the times. I've had people say, well, do it at 9 o'clock at night. No, I don't want to do it at 9 o'clock at night. It's not comfortable for me. If I am working at 9 o'clock at night, which a lot of times I do, I'm doing like editing or I'm working on sales pages and all that. I don't have the same energy level at 9 o'clock at night. I'll be honest with you. It's just not there. During the day, I'm pretty good at this stuff. Paul had another comment. Let me sneak that in here real quick. He says, wife is the candle fanatic. Oh, okay. I thought, wow, being a firefighter, it was interesting dating her. Magic Candle Company. I've never heard of that one. Oh, Yankee Candle I have. And Yankee Candle are the big ones and have people waiting for a sale to open at midnight. Wow, isn't that something, Paul? I mean, really? I mean, and my wife used to buy some of those candles. I've noticed she hasn't done it much anymore, but she used to do the same thing. I don't get the candle thing. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's a thing, I guess. So anyhow, yes, subscribe, ring bells, thumbs up, and give me comments on when you want your training. Do you want it on Friday or Saturday, or do you want it both days? Let me know. I can adjust my schedule for you guys. This training is absolutely for you. And I'm getting a lot of people putting in the comments the type of training they want. And I really appreciate that. Put that in the comment section. Put that in the chat section if you're live. Let me know the kind of training you want. Is there a subject, like somebody would put in there a couple times the other day, they wanted something on landing pages and how to do landing pages. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do some training on landing pages. So if you have a subject matter, if you have something that you need help on specifically, let me know in the chat section, let me know in the comment section, and I will do my best to get a video up, a live training up on that particular subject. Guys, I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you being here. Appreciate all your support. The channel's growing real good. It's making money. I will say our views were down the past week. And then I talked to a couple other people. They said, yeah, there's a war going on. So yeah, everybody's watching the news right now. That's a big thing. Paul says off topic, when's next food video? By the way, that lunch looked good the other day. Yes, it was very good. We went to a Indian place that had, well, of course, I don't know which lunch you're talking about. We eat out so much. I posted on Facebook yesterday. I went to a restaurant that had robots waiting on tables. I take that back. I think they were just using it for to-go deliveries. And what happens is the kitchen makes the food and then they put it on this robot, and the robot walks through the restaurant around all the tables. It avoids everything, takes it up to the front. They take it off the robot, put it on a tray, and then people come in and pick up the food. This robot can also take your orders. It's pretty amazing. And this is an Indian restaurant, and they're really high on technology. When it's time to pay, they hand you a device like this, and they just set it on your table, and you put in your credit card and type in all your stuff. So that's really interesting to see what's going on in our times and what's happening. Friday is best because Saturdays are filled up. Okay, I appreciate that, Paul. He put his 2 cents in. And the next food video will probably be out within the next couple days, I would imagine. I have one ready that I got to get up and get that thing edited. I've got like 6 of them done, but they're just not edited. Editing those take a lot more time than editing some of the other ones I do. So yeah, and if you're interested in food videos, recipes, go over to my food channel. It's called Restaurant Quality Recipes by J.R. Fisher. So you can go over there. You can see me cooking in the kitchen. So I cook online and I cook on the kitchen too. I do both things. I make money online and I make some food in the kitchen. It's kind of a hobby. So I don't do as many videos over there, but if you're into that, you want to see some cool videos, I show you how to make some really expensive restaurant quality meals at home for a whole lot less money. So that's kind of a cool place to go and check out. So restaurant quality, let me put that in here. Restaurant Quality Recipes channel, period. Visit my channel. Okay, so I put that in the comment section there. I hope you guys see that. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it, guys. I will see you either Friday or Saturday, depending on your comments. Love each and every one of you. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you real soon.